Initializing, about to begin. Oh, okay, we should be live.
We are?
Yep.
Did we turn on Smooth Jazz?
Oh, okay, we should be live. Yep, we are live. Okay. All right, what's up, everybody? I am here at Jed's Scott Speed Shop. Little piece of heaven he has here. Cool engines, cool stuff everywhere. And we decided we were just going to go live and hang out. He's over there adjusting music. I don't even know what kind of music I have. I can add music. Hold on.
You want to add music?
I can. Let me put on some smooth jazz. How many people? Well, we don't have anybody listening and watching anyway. We are gonna edit that list.
Is he going to play through with your deal?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can turn mine
I had the smooth jazz on the other one, but
That was a pretty good one you had, too.
oh, I still got it. I just gotta find it. Oh, what did I do there? This EV Mux, I'm just having to get used to it.
It's got an interesting name.
EV Mux, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they could probably work on that maybe a little bit.
Nah, they'll be all right.
I'm not saying in a bad way, but I am kind of saying in a bad way.
Yeah, nobody watching yet, so we're still good. I can still screw around here.
Can I say bad words?
Yeah, you say bad words. Nobody's gonna watch this shit.
EP!
That's not really a bad word.
Oh, am I viewable? Ish.
Where can I add?
Man, these lights definitely have some.
Doorbell.
This shop ain't even got a damn doorbell, but you just fucking got my anxiety.
Oh, we have Magic Twinkle too. How about Magic Twinkle?
Well, I know you're all twinkly like a fucking fairy princess.
Pretty princess. Pretty princess.
Remember that time when you put your hair in pigtails?
Yeah.
And I screenshotted it?
Oh, it's not like I've never done that before.
Really?
Oh yeah, that wasn't the first time. Media photos.
Were children involved in the other ones?
No, there were no children ever involved.
Well, I mean, that would make it kind of acceptable. You know? Like, you had a daughter and she did it.
Huh. Upload this. Oh. Oh. Maybe I don't have the smooth jazz anymore. You should have it. Don't have the smooth jazz anymore.
What, you want me to turn mine back on?
I don't care.
It was non-DMCA. I can turn it up, or I can turn it down.
No, we'd have to get people in here to. I actually think that's the same smooth jazz that I have. Sounds the same. Oh, there's one person watching. Who is it? Oh, and they left a comment. Oh, it's Rooster.
Hi, Rooster.
And I work second shift. My bedtime ain't for another 4 hours.
I'm self-employed. I should be in bed, but you know, when your buddy drives like 22 hours one way,
It wasn't
uphill,
22 hours. It was 4 hours.
it's 22
But
hours.
I stopped to take a nap for 2 hours.
It's 22 hours one way, uphill both ways, through the snow. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you stay up and hang out with your buddy.
Oh, there's 2 people watching now.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's tell me who they are.
Better be Raker. Raker better get his butt in here.
Yeah, I've always had Raker as a viewer.
Tell you what, I'll watch your one.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I just won't participate. I'll just watch.
No, you got to participate. I get enough sleep when I'm dead. Well, actually, I get a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
I sleep a lot, so I can't really say that. I do all my best work at night, though. Like, if I was in my shop right now, I'd probably be... Yeah.
All right, that lag.
I want to get up and walk around, too. The stool's hurting my butt. I can get up and walk around.
What are you gonna do? Load my carburetor?
Play with your stuff.
You gonna take the camera around?
We can. Hold on, let's find something cool to look at.
You can interpret it.
These fucking Hemi valve covers are cool.
Oh, the Mickey Thompsons?
Yeah.
You wanna fuck around with those?
Well, you gotta... Can we talk about what's in that box there?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna use these on that box there, or are you gonna go twin plug on it?
Oh, right now it's probably gonna get those.
Oh, well, no, your heads are single plug, aren't they?
Yeah. Unless I can get them twin plugged. But yeah, my thought was that was the reason why I blast those clean.
And just clear coat everything.
I think I wanted to see what it would look like. All clean aluminum, all brand new, spanky. And then I got the Edelbrock tunnel ram there now.
Yeah. Now you can blast that and make it look like these, can't you?
Yeah. But I'm
You
more
see
likely gonna run the Indy because the Indy's got the height I need. Indy's
Oh, okay.
not
You can see them real good in there. Yeah, those are cool. That's gonna be a cool thing. I just see, this is what happens though. While we're setting up the live and everything else, we have all these cool conversations. But whenever it starts up, I can't think of nothing.
We done talk. I told you we should have just started the live.
We done talked ourselves out of.
I done told you.
No, I think we could talk about the podcast we're wanting to do.
Yeah. Get ideas from people. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that might be cool.
Or
I'm
not.
about dead. My babe's about dead.
We could.
I got another USB here. Yeah, I do.
We could be like, we'll take people's opinions,
Well, yeah, and then this is gonna go up as a
and then we're gonna ignore
as a
everything.
video. We get more opinions because more people watch these things after,
Well, we'll
which I
just
think is weird. But
we just gotta ignore all of the good opinions and all the good advice and just listen to all the crappy ones. Like sell out and do lots of really shady deals on YouTube to grow your channel.
I'm not gonna do that. But
Not me either. But it's kind of what it takes, though.
I don't think that's what it takes. I'm not that worried about it. What I want out of YouTube is just to have my stuff kind of acknowledged,
Well, yeah, I want to get.
I grew up, but the thing is now, I grew up at a different time, and I hate to bring up the old man stuff, but I did grow up in a different time
Hang on. Okay.
before YouTube, and I've done some cool shit in my life, but it never really got acknowledged except for like most people my age and stuff. Never really got acknowledged except for like the people you're around. And the YouTube thing has made it to where you can kind of get acknowledgement for your successes, and everything. basically from all over the fucking world. If people don't like your shit, you know, they don't have to watch.
It's just like I had that guy from the Netherlands just right in there.
Yeah, when we were doing the free live.
Yeah, just straight up in there from the freaking Netherlands. Like,
can everybody hear us talk all right? I mean, the two of you that's in here. I'm sure it's working all right.
Oh, the camera's looking at the 3-3 still.
Yeah, we leave it like that. I don't care. They don't need to look at our fucking faces.
Well, I mean, like, one of my things for YouTube is I want to like give credit to like this 383 that nobody knows about. Nobody knows what an actual 343 horse dual quad 383 really is.
Yeah.
Or 300J motor, whatever it is, you know.
And you know, I've done a couple of videos where I've done reviews on stuff that I've found stuff that really works. You know,
like your little heater that we bought.
Yeah, that awesome. Heater.
The heater, freaking awesome.
You know, the fucking $130 plasma cutter that actually works. Where I know there's probably a lot of people out there be like, $130 plasma cutter, oh, that can't work. They work just fine.
Well, they got those little TIG welders and stuff now.
That's my next one. I'm gonna buy little cheap ass fucking TIG welders.
You want a toolbox?
I don't need a toolbox.
I got a toolbox here for you. I think it's Snap-on.
Oh, a little baby toolbox?
Oh no, it's Mopar.
What is it, Christmas tree ornament?
No, it's for the 1/18 diecast I got on my Challenger.
Oh.
I was gonna turn into the Castaldo Mini.
Well, and you know, you've got stuff like that you haven't really even, you've hinted on. I've seen in a couple of videos where it's like, oh, look at that over there. We're not going to talk about that right now. That you know, you have come up with some really cool shit.
I do.
And I haven't been in the position to come up with cool shit yet, but.
Are you talking about the Pro Stock car?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the Pro Stock car.
Well, the Pro Stock car, the Pro Stock Hemi that's sitting over there.
Yeah.
You know, you have some cool shit.
I know I do. I appreciate it when people kind of acknowledge it. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not trying to brag about it. What?
Oh, this is the Pro Stock Hemi.
Yeah, that's the Pro.
Okay, I thought the Pro Stock Hemi was over here by the.
No, that's the crappy 413 that was gonna go in the Polara.
Oh, and you're putting the 400 in the Polara now?
Yeah, that 413. I mean, it could be built. I got all.
I get upset about 400 engines though.
Why?
Because you can't get good pistons for them.
Yeah, that one's good enough.
No, but if you wanted to really build.
Well, I know we've been over this.
Yeah, we haven't been over it on. I've talked about it a bunch, but I've never talked about it on my channel.
Go ahead. I agree.
If you really wanted to build a 400,
the best 400,
like just and have it 400 cubic inches, because everybody says that the 340 is such a badass motor, which it probably is. I don't know. I've never owned one. But the 400 is basically this. I don't need that pointed at me. Just pointed somewhere else. I'm going to walk around. So point it at something cool. There, that engine right there is cool.
400.
That, yeah. That 400 actually looks really nice. Thank you.
This is what the culmination of a lot of months and work.
That's a nice looking engine. I like these mouth covers on here.
Thank you.
The Wyans.
Yeah.
I had a set of those.
I remember.
Block. You probably got them up here still, don't you?
I did.
Didn't I trade them? Yeah. I may end up trading something back for those.
I think you probably need to have those again.
I don't know what I'd put them on though.
Gift grab.
I love my Edelbrock valve covers.
Oh, look at that spider web between the D-volt and the alternator. Someone's gonna blow a gasket about that.
Blow your stuff off every once in a while.
Well, I normally keep it up.
Oh yeah. Well, then the spider's just gonna crawl up in there. And,
I don't care.
I don't know. I guess there's no reason for him to do his stuff if it's not out in the open. But anyway, back to the 400. Okay, that's a nice motor. The 340, I think, if there was anything that was going to make the 340 special, it would be the fact that it is a short stroke with a great big old piston. That kind of needs to stay.
That's gay. I was gonna get the camera up higher for the 400, but it's
It'd be all right. This is more of a talking live anyway.
okay.
It's gonna, it's a short stroke with a great big old piston. The 340 is the biggest pistons in any of the small blocks, correct?
Yeah,
And it has the same stroke as the 318.
correct.
Okay, so if you take that formula and you move it to big block,
The 400 is the 340.
the 400 is the 340, and with the 340 being such a badass, the 400 should be a badass.
But the problem is, Chrysler never gave it. They gave it cylinder heads that flow just as good as any of the closed chambered options, but they never gave it the compression ratio or the camshaft.
Yeah, they never made a performance version. They made it, the 400 was made too late.
Well, they made a performance version, but it was not its 60. Like, the whole point is make it its 69 counterpart, because they did all that stuff to the 3D3. Do the same thing to the 400, and it will slap the shit out of every 3D3.
That's what I'm kind of saying is,
I agree with that.
when did they make the 400? Do you know when they started? Was it 71 or 72?
I want to say they probably started early in 71 and into 72.
So imagine if they would have made the 400 started in 68.
Oh yeah. I guess
And
this one's an anomaly on its own
gave
because it's a steel crank motor.
Yeah, that's weird.
I think this is a factory steel crank 400 actually.
But, if they would have made this in 68 and gave it 9-to-1, 10-to-1 compression,
Mm-hmm.
a good closed chambered head on it, or you just it's got good flowing heads on it. The whatever it is, 570, 5 something heads, 572, 452, 452 heads.
Don't worry, I got you covered on all those casting numbers.
Those are good heads,
I've got a set of 915s in the barn.
But so now here's my thing. It should be a badass motor if you buy a set of pistons with a little more compression height, maybe a flat top piston and zero deck it, because that's what a lot of people do to 340s.
Yeah.
They do well, you got to think too now, the 340 had a lot more compression because the factory 340, the piston actually came out of the hole a little bit.
Yeah, we use those TRW same style pistons in the W2 motor we got.
Because
we had to mill the top of the piston off because it was protruding too much.
If you buy Edelbrock heads, you could buy 340 Edelbrock heads.
Oh yeah,
and they actually are like an open chambered head because the piston comes out.
Oh yeah.
So if they would have done something like that and made the 400 where the piston came out a little bit with that closed chambered 452 head, that would have been a little ripper. My thing is, okay, if I want to build a 400 and even have it zero decked, you can get it zero decked, put a set of Edelbrock heads on it, you're going to end up with a good 10, 11 to 1 compression ratio. But the only pistons you can buy are hyper-eutectic pistons.
That's what I got in my stroker engine.
And
they're all right, but
okay, they're good for
exactly what I do with my satellite. I lightly abuse it, really.
They're better than cast. Hyper-eutectic's better than cast.
Way better than cast. They got a little more forgiveness. But ultimately, a forged piston is where you really want to start your build. If you're doing anything semi-serious, you need to have a forged piston.
A good forged piston, and they do not make.
We got a good angle?
No.
Where? What do you want?
Yeah, good enough. There you go. That worked quite well. It was there. I don't know. I'm not worried about the camera. It's not about the camera. It's about talking.
Well, it's all crooked as shit.
Yeah, it's crooked. Well, yeah, look at it. It's crooked. See here? Remember? Anyway.
I get it. Okay.
I keep talking.
If
you could get a forged piston with a little bit more compression height for a 400 I would like to know what that engine could be built into. Why do you keep pointing that at me? Stop it. Please. Because when you point the camera at me, then I think about the camera and I stop thinking about what I want to talk about.
And stop thinking about the camera. You're talking to me.
I'm not talking to you because you're pointing the camera at me.
No, you're gonna fucking talk to me, and I'm just gonna keep the camera pointed. Unless you want to take this job and point at me.
No, just leave it.
No,
Why are you so worried about it? Just
because
point it at the engine. We're talking about that engine.
all right, we're staring at it.
Get your hand off of it. Oh, now I'm crooked.
See? There. Okay.
Okay.
Oh! Don't touch the camera ever again.
I'm to the point where I would like to. I don't know how much it costs, but I actually like to get a custom set of pistons made.
$1,000, $1,200.
Which you should be able to just say, okay, you make this hyper-eutectic piston, take everything, all the measurements off of that, and just make it into a forged piston. You know, but what the downfall of that was is everybody puts the 440 crank in them to make a 451, 452, whatever the hell you want to call it.
It's a 451.
See, I've heard a lot of people just say, oh no, it's a 452.
It's not a damn 452. Do the math.
Well, what if you bore it over 30?
Do the math. You get 5 cubic inches for every 30 you bore over. Not 6. Not 5.5. You get 5.
Still, whatever. People are going to argue that forever.
My 340 is a 345 technically.
Yeah, I don't know what my 360 is a 360.
All right, you know what I'm basing it on? Chevy guys. You bore a 350 over 30, it's a 355.
Yeah, I don't like
I'm
Chevy
giving
guys.
them that.
I wouldn't even give them that.
I'm giving them that.
The only thing I'd give the Chevy guys is the big block Chevy.
Oh yeah,
That's a bad motherfucker.
They can't keep.
If you want to make horsepower, sorry. If you want to make fucking ignorant horsepower,
you get a Hemi.
Well, and you want to make big horsepower without spending fucking as much money, a big block Chevy.
I don't know. At the end of it, when you're still buying aftermarket blocks and shit, and it's all aftermarket, there's a little bit of a price edge with the Chevrolet. There is that.
I don't even know. I mean, the big block Chevy makes, when you do the right things to it, it makes. Now, when you go into stuff like nitro and shit like that, that's where the Hemi really, really fucking shines. I'm not down in the Hemi. I would never will because it's a cool fucking motor. But running off of, say, anything but nitro, I would almost say the big block Chevy's got Hemi beat.
Nope. Anything and everything you can do.
See, now you're glad you're not on camera because your face would be all fucking red and shit.
No.
That's what we need to do when we do this. Just in case somebody is going to talk, I can just do this. We should both just do this. And then mute it. And then live chat.
No, seriously, anything you could do to a big block Chevy, I guess.
No, you're on camera right now, turning red. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people do a lot of badass shit with big block Chevys. That's just what I've seen and heard, and I've never done it myself, so I can't say much.
Well, I'm not saying they can't, but I'm just saying you strap a 671 blower to either one, the Hemi's going to outrun it every time. You put a 200 shot of nitrous to it, the Hemi's going to win. Now, if we're talking like an 8-mile sprint, it's a little different.
I don't know. I've just heard a lot about big block Chevys being able to do some pretty amazing shit. Sure, if Tall John was here, he'd be fucking Jesus Christ. Jesus. Hope he never sees this. He'll fucking disown me if he hasn't already.
Well, big block Chevys are great engines. They really are. If
Which
they
is, well,
weren't,
now the thing is, too, that's kind of the reason that they were going to make the ball stud Hemi, was because of the big block Chevy. It was good. The rocker arms were going to more mimic the big block Chevy rocker arms, which I kind of don't understand, because aren't shaft mount rockers better?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so much of shit I don't fucking understand, but it's all right. Trying to get chat to show live chat. There we go. Oh, there's Lars. Is Lars still in here? How come you didn't tell me Lars was in here? Do you even know Lars that well? We're gonna have to really hang out with Lars. Lars is a cool guy. We're gonna have to hang out with him in September. It was kind of funny because remember how it was raining during the burnout competition last year? Me and Lars were sitting in his fucking S10 waiting for the fucking rain to end. I'm not gonna say we had like an intimate moment, but whoops. There he is. Yeah, he's still here. He's got a number 42 crown. What the? Or no, it's a number 2 crown. I guess I'm gonna have to look that shit up.
no.
They got it. You were number 2 for a little while, but Lars took over number 2. Or no? Yeah, see there. Lars took over number 2. He was number 3. And Rooster's number 1. What is that? I wonder if it's just people who comment, and the more comments you put in, I don't know.
Well, I did only post like once or twice.
I don't know. That's just my whole thing on the 400. I wish you could get. I wish it wouldn't have gone all 451, where the only good pistons you can get are if you put a different crank in and make the motor something that it wasn't.
Well, you're basically making it 440.
Making it 440 with what
20 overboard.
No.
Stock.
Yep.
Vapes and me don't come up. At all.
You gotta get used to them. Believe me, I used to do that when I started vaping. I would fucking act just like that.
Vapes and me.
Part of that, part of that also is if you buy a vape that's in a package, is not good.
Yeah.
They put some shit in there that makes that happen.
Well,
My vapes have 3 ingredients in them: glycol, uh, vegetable oil, some fucking kind, and nicotine. That's it. I don't know what's in those other vapes, but I've gotten some vape juice that does that to me.
It's fucking terrible. That's the one the doctor told me to get.
Oh,
Seriously. Negative Ghost Rider. I'll stick old school smoking.
well, you know, they're pricing everybody out of the smoking hobby.
Fuck it, I'll get tobacco plants.
See my segue? I did a segue there.
Did you?
That's the kind of stuff we do that. Oh, we were talking about the podcast. See, this is something we got to not do on the podcast.
What?
Jump around.
What, like flapping around our flappy bodies?
No. When we do the podcast, you know, you'll be at your computer, I'll be at my computer. It'll be different. But no, because me and Jed are talking about starting a podcast. And the way we're going to do it is when we record it, it's going to be live like this, but it won't be a scheduled thing. It'll just be, hey, we're recording the podcast. Boom, it'll come up and we do a podcast. Then from that live, I'm going to take the recording and actually put it into podcast form, either video or just audio, and put it out on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and there's a couple other ones, I think. Podbean. I don't know. From what I understand, there's a thing called Podbean. I don't know. I only listen to podcasts on Spotify myself, but
I'm just there to talk about stuff.
But that's what I want to do. I want to actually talk about stuff. I've done, me and you, I don't even think we can count how many lives we've actually done.
Yeah.
And we've had people on and had some really good conversations. But it always kind of turns into shenanigans.
It always does.
And I would like to do something more.
Shenanigans are fun in the moment, but if you're trying to really answer something.
Yeah, I'd like to do something more, not really, I don't know, because shenanigans are pretty entertaining, but more,
Intellectual.
yeah, kind of like that, where you actually have a topic and you actually discuss it and you actually, and you know, if we could, I'm sure we could find people that would come on with us and be like, okay, we're going to discuss this topic. We're talking about transmissions. We talk to John Cope and say, hey, when can you do this? And he would give us a time and a day, and we'd be like, all right, that's when we're going live and doing it.
That'd be kind of cool.
Instead of being like, yeah, you know, I've done it a couple times with Shane. I've done it a couple times. I've done the interview lives.
Yeah.
But there's some people like Shane who's got to put their kids to bed and stuff. When if I could have gone on 2-3 hours earlier, we could have got a lot more conversation out of the deal and got a lot more. So I think we need to do that.
You know what other debate I think would be good for a podcast? Convincing you to repaint your car red.
No, you're not going to do that.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Because then you just want me to sand my car.
Well,
I could sand the black paint off, and at least one half of it would be red.
you could do it back into its original Ronald McDonald motif.
Oh yeah. No, what I was thinking about, I was looking at, you know, that top kick I was talking about making the ramp truck out of.
You want another chair?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm actually good standing up and walking around and talking. That top kick,
You're not even in the video.
I'm good. I don't need to be.
Weird.
You don't need to be in the video. You're the superstar, famous YouTuber guy. I haven't even made a video in 6 months.
I haven't I filmed my first actual like video, like the first, and that video is now live today or yesterday.
Yeah. Anybody go check it out if you haven't already.
I don't. Yeah,
The,
I don't care. I think you can probably find better.
There's 4 people. Well, I'm one of them.
Me too.
Okay, so there's still 2 people. That's all right. We've done. Remember Remember back in the day when we started doing these, and like me and Ruben would do them, and you would jump in,
Yeah.
and we'd be sitting there doing talking for hours for like 5 people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We just sat there and bullshit.
I wish I could get back to that, but it just seems like the whole live thing has been
Well, the problem we run into is it's always the same thing.
kind of turns into the same thing.
You
And
know, it's,
not down on anybody who does their weekly lives. I understand.
no, it's just sometimes, like personalities end up clashing a little more than you really care for.
Well, yeah, there's that part of it. To me, it's just the whole doing the same thing every week.
Yeah.
And for somebody like Dallas and Shane, that's good that they do the same thing every week because it's not actually the same because people are asking them tech questions and they're able to answer them. They've got a lot of tech knowledge.
I've never been good about a scheduled live.
Well, it's just the thing is what I think a live should be.
For the
If
moment.
you're gonna, if you, well, no, what they do
Oh, what they do.
is what a live should be. If it's gonna be on a schedule, you've got John Wilburn does his lives every week,
He does. I still
and he
want to
does a
figure.
lot of he does a lot of, the no name national stuff. People have questions. He's putting his event out there, stuff like that. That's cool. But me, I was just jumping on their bullshitting, and yeah, I had a good following for a while, but then everybody else started doing it, and I was just like, I'll let them do it. It was just like, meh. And then you had people who didn't care if you were doing a live, then they would do a live at the same time and split the audience, and it's like, never mind.
A live
That's why I
audience.
think the podcast thing would be better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a live works great if everything's just working smooth, but that don't happen. Like this.
And now I like the lives too, which I'd like to do one or two where I'm actually working on something.
Well, we could work on something.
Well, I'm not. It's too late to work on something right now. My mind is fucking not in
I got
work mode.
sandpaper. We'd go and wrap the Pro Stock Challenger and
No.
show your audience that
Nah, we're good.
you don't want to show them 15 by 14 slot mags on an acid dip body in white Hemi Pro Stock Challenger built by Sox and Martin
No,
for
that's your car.
for Charlie Castaldo.
You need to fucking make a video on that car.
I have. I just don't want to release it.
Oh, I understand that. I actually like the way you've been releasing your stuff, and it works really well with the way you film.
Really?
It does, because if you were to film what you and your dad actually do every day, it would be kind of chaotic for somebody watching.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I have thought about filming what it's like day to day for me because I bounce from project to project and doing different things because, like, Thursday's my editing day and stuff
Yeah.
like
Well,
that.
I mean, it's just the thing is, I think it would be the way you have now done it to where it's like you just film and then you do all on one car,
Right.
then all on another car until you get to a point where it's like, we're going to stop work. We're at a stopping point on this car. Now we're going to move on to this one.
Yeah.
And I like that. And I think a lot of viewers like that because I've watched other people who do stuff and you're like, oh, I like that car that they're doing. But then they'll jump around because they're waiting on parts for this car. They're waiting on this for this car. It's not just because you jump around. It's because you've got these projects going and you got to wait on parts. You got to get time.
Mm-hmm.
You got certain things that you do certain times. Some things take longer, so it's going to be like 2 or 3 weeks before you can budget that time to do that much work.
You know how weird it is that you're just talking to me. And you're just like,
well, you don't need to be on camera is the thing. I don't think it's weird at all.
Yeah.
I like it like this. Believe me, if we can do a podcast and just put a picture up and just talk, I'd love to do that.
That was like, I'm not gonna.
I
don't want
not
to steal your thunder, but I totally said that like long ago, like because I don't really care about being on camera a whole lot. I don't need to be a star.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I'll just say, yeah,
We'll figure it
just
out with the podcast.
have a cool freaking.
And this
photo.
is nobody watching it anyway. Come on, there's 2 people. Woo! It's not like we're making fucking cinema here.
I don't know. That tripod work is pretty fucking fancy.
Working the
zip tie.
tripod.
That zip tie is.
Yeah. But
It is kind of precarious having to walk between the tripod and the 3D3.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
All right.
I'm just saying that there's a lot of stuff that me and you talk about that I think people would really like to hear.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Ooh.
And you don't necessarily have to see our faces. That's what I never understood when Uncle Tony was doing his lives. Okay, back in the day, Uncle Tony is the live father. He started the shit. He's the godfather of lives. He started that shit. But it's like people would here now look at my phone to set up your shot.
Oh, yeah.
But I always thought it was funny when you had like him and Buck just sitting at a table talking about stuff and answering people's questions.
Yeah.
And then the video would go a little wonky. And you get like 8 or 10 people going, oh, the video's messed up. The video's messed up. I'm like, what do you want to sit? You really looking at these 2 old guys just sitting at a table talking? Is the actual visual part of it, is that important to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That never seemed that important. I always liked Tony's lives because I could just fire it up and then lay on the couch and listen. You know, and that's what I've always tried to do with my lives is make it to where it's a listening thing.
There. Well, now we're staring dead on at that bad boy.
Okay.
I thought about going
What
to
is
the pro shop.
this?
That is the material. Oh, might want to show it to your viewers, your 2 viewers.
Well, you could show it. It's your stuff. What
Yeah,
is it?
it's
What's it for?
snakeskin vinyl I got from Hobby Lobby.
You gonna make a vinyl fucking vinyl top out of that?
So Anna's gonna use some of this to make.
You make a snakeskin vinyl top for your pro stock Challenger.
Anna's gonna use a little bit of this to work on one of her little dragons she was making.
Oh, we're not talking about Anna's Dragons now.
And then I actually got the rest of this snakeskin vinyl to patch up the Polaris seats if I wanted to.
I put in an order for a dragon
I know she's been,
months ago.
dude. It's okay.
I prepaid
Been trying.
for the what do they call that? The pre-launch of the dragons.
The Alpha.
Yeah, the alpha dragon testing. No, I'm not mad about it. I don't give a shit. Whenever she gets time.
Your dragon's gonna have a fucking wiener on
Well, because I want to put the dragon in the van.
it. Wiener van.
But yeah, I guess tomorrow. Should I do that?
I don't know. What do you
Should I do the debut video of the van tomorrow? Actually film it and be like, yeah, this is what I got.
I don't know what feels right. I'm not actually going to give you an answer. I'm going to make you make up your own damn mind.
I don't know because it's going to take so long for me to actually.
You can start filming later.
Yeah, but now it'd be cool to film it.
No. Now you're going to listen to Jed because Jed has been doing YouTube for how many fucking years? And I put out 946 videos.
That's all.
Yeah.
It seems like it should be more.
No, it's actually a lot. That's a lot for my channel size, actually. A lot of guys do it a lot less.
Oh, okay.
But
It just seems like it should be more. How many do I have?
not. You probably have like
Maybe 100.
I think 100.
I don't know. I just broke 1,000 fucking subscribers.
But no.
People really gotta fucking realize that.
All All right, what the hell was I getting ready to get onto the subject of?
Oh, me doing a video on the van. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Then we'll talk about my
All right, so in all seriousness,
YouTube stuff.
you want to click the music down one click?
How do you do that?
It's on my the blue phone.
Oh, just on the side?
Yeah.
Down one click. Oh, like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe one more.
Maybe one more? Okay. Why is there a cup of coffee on the screen? Oh, anyway.
Yeah. So like if you I've been trying to say to some viewers who have asked about like the whole timestamp thing in videos.
Yeah.
So if you pay attention to that, you know, like even on the 55 series, go ahead and move your view to. But you'll notice that a lot of it happened over the course of weeks, months almost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so that's kind of my thing to you is,
I got to kind of explain that to a couple of my friends that watch your channel.
Yeah.
My buddy Kevin watches your channel. Like,
well, it used to be different. We used to basically work for the week for the video, and then the video was put out. But that's not how I do things anymore.
yeah, I know that's what I was talking about. I really like that. But is that how I should do that van? Should I video today and then just save it? But
That's
when
what
I
I
could
did.
do a whole video?
That's what I did. I
Okay.
started filming that one day. I actually missed the whole section of video I talked about what we were going to do. We totally didn't do it. But I mean, I would just start chronicling it at some point.
Okay. Well, I'll just do that then.
Yeah. You know, maybe just talk about it, go out there and just have a you in the van moment. And if you want to bring me in or whatever.
Well, you're kind of the keeper of it right now.
Well, I mean, it's.
I just figure while it's here, it's kind of a collab thing. So.
Well, it is, but at the same time,
when I drive it home, when it leaves, I guess that's kind of what you're doing with it because we came out here and worked on it before, and you shot some video on it.
I shot that for me or you because.
Well, the thing is, I would like, and this is kind of not really selfish of me, but it would help it. It would help it if you were to do the video on it and then leaving.
Yeah.
And if people were interested in it, that would pull more viewers from your channel over mine.
I don't even think I would film it leaving. I think I'm going to leave it off at where we get it fired. I really don't want to I don't
know because I thought that was a cool idea of you filming it leaving and then you're like, did he make it home?
Well, yeah. But I also don't want to take too much glory away from.
Well, you're not taking any glory away from me. Because the thing is, I'm going to be filming during that whole thing too.
No, that is true.
And then I'm going to put it all into one big ass video. And you're going to be like, did he make it home? And the people who are like, oh, I wonder if he made it home. Then they're going to start watching my video. And halfway through the video is when I leave.
Okay. You resold me. I forgot about that.
I don't know. We get a lot of, me for sure have a lot of viewers that are YouTubers.
Yeah.
So I don't feel as bad on my shit talking about kind of the like breaking the fourth wall of YouTube. You know what I mean? Talking about it like, hey, yeah, okay, you know, like not really tactics, but I guess that is kind of a tactic.
What?
Like the way you film stuff. Like what I want to really start doing is filming.
The like how to actually
Yeah, the YouTube kind of behind the scenes stuff.
The stuff that actually it's the difference between so the video I released today on the Tornado.
Mm-hmm.
Raw form, it was over an hour long. Final cut was 34 minutes. And actually only 24 minutes of it is actually the video. And the last 10 minutes is me having my moment. And I actually moved all that footage was filmed over the course of like 2 days of me going through anxiety attack and blah, 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 blah. And somehow I managed to make it to a cohesive video. I mean, it.
You know what I wish I did more of? I wish I did more editing. A lot of my stuff is I just fucking shoot it one time through, fucking And
That-
whenever I do it, I just take it straight and boom, put it in. I wish there were more fucking I wish there were more bloopers. I wish I had more bloopers just to
Well-
put out like a fucking blooper reel. But I don't cut things out.
Well, I don't typically have any bloopers to really share on my shit.
I mean, really, the only thing I would cut out is something that you're probably not allowed to put on fucking YouTube anyway. You know?
I mean, sometimes I'll crank out 10 seconds of an engine fucking cranking because nobody wants to sit there and
Yeah.
listen to that. I don't care if it kills some of the authenticity. Nobody wants to listen to an engine.
And well, the one that gets me is when people do grinding and they sit there and show the whole thing. Grind.
Well, I know one of your pet peeves is like when you speed up footage, but you leave it all the audio in.
Yeah.
So that last time I did that, I put like some background music.
Yeah, you know, I always think you should put a little bit of background music in. I like doing that. I like throwing background. I've gotten to a couple of my videos. I got to where I was throwing background music in, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes it look pretty cool.
Yeah.
But what was that? I hope he doesn't see this, but it was Mopar Al on one of his early videos,
Mhm.
and it was when he was still with Tony, and I'm sure that this was a fucking Tony thing that he said to him, you got to do this. You got to make this video 8 minutes long. You make it 8 minutes long, you'll get 2 and he did something. It wasn't breaks, but it was something like that where you do something to one side and you do the exact same thing to the other side. He showed how to do it on the one side. Then he showed it all over again from the beginning on the other side. And I was like, oh,
That's
you know,
a waste.
like if I was ever going to do like a break video, which in my head, it's like, hey, if you don't know how to do breaks, okay, go watch a different person because
you don't have to show both sides in their entirety.
and that's and I, to his credit, I think Al only did that once,
Well, I mean, I get.
and he was new to it too.
Well,
I fucked up a lot of shit, but I guarantee you look some of my old videos. Like if now, if I would have had that fucking 71 Roadrunner in my shop,
Right.
oh my god, I could have made such good videos on
Right.
that.
You do know. I feel like you're preaching to the choir, right?
Yeah, well, I'm more talking because of this too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just saying. I'm hearing what you're saying, but damn, I'm feeling my ego hitting the fucking floor. Yeah.
No, because you remember that 71 Roadrunner I had, or that I had in my shop. It was my buddy Tom's.
Dude, that was a nice one.
Oh, I wish I could have got that car, but I could have filmed so much more on that car.
Dude, you could have.
I could have had months of video on that car, just the little stuff about it, and
Missed opportunities.
yeah, it was. You know what? I really hate to say it, but my one biggest missed opportunity was because of my fucking laziness. My biggest missed opportunity was because of my fucking laziness. And I can sit here and say, oh, it wouldn't have been something good to put to get a lot of views on anyway. But it was a missed opportunity.
Oh, the car?
When I usually go every time when JJ the Boss comes to that local track of mine. And it came up on that day, and I was just like, it was one of my days. I've been going through a funk lately. That's why I haven't been putting out a lot of videos. Personal shit. But, and I was like, I'm not going. The thing is, I always film, when I film races, I don't film what everybody else films because I figure everybody sees everybody's shit. Everybody films up at the starting line. They like getting the burnout and then the launch, but then you don't really see who wins. I like filming farther down the track at the finish line because to me, that's where the excitement is.
Yeah.
If I would have been there for that race, standing where I was when she wrecked, I would have had the best fucking video of that. The fact that she wasn't hurt,
Yeah.
she only went to the hospital as a precautionary measure. I would have had the fucking, because there's, and if you look, if you go and search that JJ's daughter, whatever, Rex, there's only one video of that out there.
Oh wow.
And it's, you don't see the actual wreck happen. It's way down the track. Somebody was up, oh, burnout, oh, launch, and then, no, I would have been right fucking there. But, missed opportunity. And yeah, that's a bad thing, I guess, kind of, to.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. Well, there's.
It would have got a lot of eyes on my channel, I know that much.
Let's just
Because
leave
that
it.
was in the fucking, that was in the
Hang on, I got you.
Car Guy News.
I got you. I got you. There's a whole group of people out in the world who really enjoy watching that kind of stuff. Tragedy or not, there's a whole group of people out there who just really, I don't know what it is, they like watching that shit.
Well, and I don't even think I wouldn't even have wanted to do it just for those people. But there's people who are curious about, see, because then I would have gone on a fucking no prep rant.
Yeah.
But there's also people that's like, well, how bad was it? You know, and so I think sometimes you got to show people how bad it can be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
some people need the reality check.
Yeah. Because, and I hate to say it, if you see this, Andrew, I love you, but with his thing that he's wanting to do and saying that he wants to do it all no prep because back in the day
think
they
that's
didn't.
all. I think that's all been.
I think the problem with that is, here's the problem with that is, you're not going to find a track that's never been prepped.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. That's why no prep is as dangerous as it is because you're not going to find a track that has never been prepped. There's maybe one or two out there. And when that shit is on the track, you can't get it off. You take as much of it off as you want. After 2 or 3 passes, that shit's glue again.
Yep.
But the problem is, after 2 or 3 passes, it's only glue to maybe 100 feet out. And then people are like, okay, I'm hooking now, so I'm going to put more in the car. Well, then it's fucking hammered down, 100 feet out, and then all of a sudden you're on a skating rink.
Yep.
And that is the worst time to be on a skating rink. I would rather be on a skating rink at the fucking launch. Because then you can go, oh shit, you know, and stop. Once your car's already out there doing whatever, I don't even know what speeds those cars do, but say a car's going to do 100 mile an hour in the 8th.
Yeah.
You go 100 feet out, you're probably already doing 70.
I can tell you, Jezebel was cooking before she broke. Even just driving like a grandma. And the old Kudo, everybody was telling me the Kudo looked like he was coming alive. I would have got the shift right.
You would have, you brought it up. I'm going to discuss it. It's something that me and you have never discussed on camera.
I will throw shit at you.
With Jezebel broke.
No, I'm going to throw shit at you.
You brought it up. I didn't.
Throwing shit at you.
Throw shit at yourself.
No.
Because you brought it up. If that car wouldn't have broke.
Oh, okay. What?
I won't ever make fun of you because your car broke. Ever. Don't think that. That's not right.
That's my buddy Billy.
Yeah, well.
Well, he's not my buddy anymore. Hey, Billy, if you ever see this,
fuck off.
Well, I was gonna say I have you blocked on Facebook as you deserve, but I don't have you blocked on my phone. So, if you ever decide to mature and figure things out, call me. But if not, yeah, don't worry about it.
I won't make fun of anybody because they break, because shit breaks. That's what it fucking does. And it's like,
well, and to berate someone about it, like, oh, your drive shaft was too long. Well, it's the factory damn length cut by Strange. And yeah, I've got plenty of slip yoke travel. I know this.
He didn't build that car. He didn't know. And most people, it's like, you didn't build the car. You don't know. But if that car wouldn't have broke, that would have been a fucking pass.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would have been a fucking pass. that front coming up.
That clutch bit.
It was gonna fucking. You were gonna be wanting to wear your brown pants. That would have been a scary fucking pass.
That probably would have broke all the front suspension.
I don't know. It probably would have came up that high, but
I know you're kind of making
I think
it sound
you
like
would have been. I think you would have had about a couple inches
Oh, that'd been enough.
of fucking That's enough to make you, especially when you're not used to racing.
That bench seat would be formed into my asshole.
Believe me, the fucking shit pass that I made in that Duster.
Dude, I've only ever made like shit passes at that.
No, you did not make a shit pass like I made a shit pass.
Well,
Even your car braking pass was not shitty as mine.
well, you only made one pass though.
Yeah, and it was shitty.
But it was one though. It's just one.
If anybody wants to know, I will fucking talk about my. See, okay, we talk about your braking car. I'll talk about my no-name pass, which is something I've never really fucking done on camera.
Really?
Yeah, I've never fucking explained. Nobody's seen it. I haven't put that pass in the video. I got video of it, but
Oh, I film all my faults, Sheriff.
well, and I think because Blake filmed it, I think he might have put it in his video, but it didn't look as bad as what everybody was saying.
No, it
Really?
really didn't. I didn't think
It was a lot scarier in the fucking car.
Oh, I fucking bet.
But no, because I was so goddamn nervous. Okay, I pull up there. One, I did not have my fucking harness on. Somebody should have caught that. Okay, I was so fucking nervous. The car, when I drive the car around, because it's got the 488 gears in it, and I think it might have something to do with the way it's running too, is I got to drive it around in second gear. Or it just feels like it's.
It's gonna be another one of those moments where it's like, no offense to anybody who watches or ever sees this, but how come the fuck you didn't have me sit in your car and fucking test it out?
I don't know.
I will take partial offense to that.
Well, I had Tony. Well, see, the thing is, I had Tony do it, and Tony said, "Oh yeah, it'll do fine." And motherfucker, it won't do fine.
But you've seen the sketchy ass shit. You saw, like, I don't care what anybody says. The Beverly Cuda does have some sketchiness to it, but you see that I'm willing to strap myself into that fucking death trap.
Oh, honestly, I would rather drive your Barracuda than mine the way it was.
Well, that was my point. Is I've driven Jezebel to where she was driving in incoming traffic and all those different things.
It's all the main problem was the front end alignment. Okay,
Yeah.
with my car, that's the main problem. The front end alignment, and I had a lot of slop in the steering box.
I'm just saying.
I have that fixed.
I'm just
For
saying.
people who don't know, I did a video on that on the gearbox, and I'm redoing the brakes. Even though the brakes did fine, it locked up all fucking four when I jammed on them. But I fucking leave in second gear because I forgot to fucking put it down into first. So it had a shitty takeoff. Okay, but in that spot of the track where I'm supposed to be in second gear, that motherfucker was pulling.
I bet you it was.
Okay. And then it fucking started, I think it started to float the valves. And went pop, pop, pop. I was like, oh shit. And I reached down. And because I was having to fight the steering wheel to keep it straight, when I reached down to shift, I stopped thinking about fighting the steering wheel.
Oh.
And that's when it turned off. And then I'm sitting here going hard fucking left. And the only thing going through my mind is, God damn it, that's the good fender. I don't want to hit the wall with that fender. The other fender I'd have been fine. And I jammed on the brakes, locked up the brakes. But I did, and the thing is, I locked up the fucking brakes right before the finish line. And when I got my time slip, my speed was like 55 miles an hour. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know I was going faster than 55 during that pass. I drove 55 miles an hour all the way here. I know what 55 feels like. But it's because I had to jam on the fucking brakes. And
Yeah.
I just was told I should not have taken that car out for that pass.
Well, I verified with the Cuda. The Dad's van was actually doing the same shit the Cuda was. And Dad's was the little rod.
Oh, with the brakes?
Yeah.
I think
And-
mine might be that too. I got the adjustable rod now.
Yeah, and so the Cuda, the last time I took it out, did the same shit. Every time. Didn't matter what I did. If I activated the line lock or something, it locked the brakes hard.
Hmm.
So we're going to probably do some replumbing on that. Because I don't want to keep having to like drive through my brakes. That's not good.
No. Well, you want it to be right.
I mean, they fucking work great.
Oh yeah, mine do too.
They stop that fucking car, no problem. Do you want to go to a different engine?
No, that's all right.
I was gonna say we could.
Like I said, I mean, there's still only 4 people watching, so I'm not that worried about it. I like having this out there though, us talking. I think it's gonna make something good, and plus we're fucking what 1 or 2 in the morning almost.
Yeah, someone might enjoy it.
Well, they'll watch it later. I get a lot. That's how I got a lot of my watch time hours. You want to go back to YouTube stuff? I never had my 1,000 views or my 1,000 subscribers, and everybody bitches about the watch time hours.
Mhm.
I've gotten the 4,000 watch time hours on 2 separate occasions because of doing all the lives and stuff. Because you get watch time hours from this right here. But then I get a lot of people, I would get a lot of views afterward. You know, and that's the same way this one's going to be. There's 4 people in here, but I bet after 2 days, this is going to get like 100 something views. It might not. It might just totally, people be like, what the fuck are they doing? Just sitting there bullshitting. But
2 million views.
yeah, 2 million views.
Scarlett Johansson's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, Brian."
And then I'd be like, yeah, you're expensive, bitch.
She'd be like, "I'll pay for all your race cars."
And I'd be like, okay. You're going to live at your house, though, right?
No, you gotta live at her house with her.
No, I'm not.
She's gonna have a giant shop built just for you that you can technically live
I
in.
don't care.
No?
It'd be built at my house. She could build a shop at my house.
Well, no, she's gonna move your parents in. Too.
No.
Afraid your dad's gonna have a heart attack about that?
I just don't want to deal with women. I don't want, okay, you want to get at a little bit of my personal views right now.
Oh boy.
I'm single right now because I want to be. I do not, I just am to the point where I am worried about my own happiness. I don't want to worry about somebody else's.
It's a good place to be, actually. Because you need to be happy. You gotta be happy with yourself long before you can ever be happy with someone else.
Well, yeah, and
the
plus
truth.
I want to find somebody else who's happy with themselves and will just, I don't know, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Enough of that.
I'll stop hiding in Discord, dickhead.
Stop what?
Stop hiding in Discord. I'll stop fucking.
Oh, we do hide in this. We can't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
But stuff
God, everybody be so mad.
But stuff and polish it. I wonder what that would cost to get that little rock tunnel ramp polished.
I wonder what it would cost to get that heavy block polished.
I don't know, how good of a friend are you? We might need to figure this out. Might have to just make a phone call.
Are we assholes?
Yes. Fucking terrible.
You ever watch that? They got a whole fucking thing on Reddit about am I the asshole?
Oh, I am the asshole.
I think we both are.
I am a
People
huge-
just don't know it yet. They'll learn.
Well, Mike Carone called me greedy. Or not greedy, but selfish. Extremely selfish.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of the guys I was complaining about in my video, if anybody was ever curious. He lives in Michigan.
Fucking people.
Yeah. The problem
I
is,
never even thought it would be like that. I never thought YouTube would be like that.
well, yeah, I have never encountered anything like that in my adult life, really. And it was just one after the other. Just
I just don't understand.
my biggest thing, honestly, is when I meet someone and they feel like I want their stuff. Like I have to want their stuff.
Well, it's not even that. It's even in the comments and stuff. And okay, if people fucking, I don't think it's gonna matter. It's not gonna hurt you. I don't think it's gonna hurt me either because I don't get that many comments like that. But people who just get way too personal in the comments
Oh yeah, yeah.
and who think that they're your actual friend, I don't even get like I hardly ever comment on people's shit.
I don't either, really.
I mean, I guess I should, but it's like, okay, you did a good job on the video. That's all I'd ever say. Good video, good job.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and. I mean, sometimes there's a point where you tell a story, but I don't know. Sometimes when guys point out everything in a video, it's like, well, that's the reason why I started adding those timestamps in videos, so like people might be like, "Oh, this is from like April," and it's.
I
like,
did have to
July.
explain that to people. I had, well, like I said, like I was talking about before, my buddy Kevin watches you, and there was I can't remember what car it was. It was when you first started doing that. And he was like, well, I don't understand that. I don't understand. I'm like, he filmed that like months ago. And then now, and whenever he gets enough footage on one thing, he puts it together as like a video on that car. So it could be like 3 months in there or 4 months in there. And, you know, and then he got it after that.
And the other side to it, I mean, I haven't really got to explain it a whole lot, but it really, like one viewer pointed out, it shows you like actually how long it can take sometimes for these jobs to get done. Like they don't happen overnight.
If they would have done, imagine on all these fuck car took a year to build. This car took 2 years to build in our professional shop.
Yeah.
You know, then people would, but no, they do it to where it looks like, oh, they got that done in a week.
And I don't want to slam bang cars together. I really, it's not my goal.
Well, no, nobody does. I don't think anybody actually does, and I don't think people want to watch somebody slam bang a car together.
I mean, there's one thing between the ambition I had when I put the Cougar together. Most of that was just spite. But I ain't got no reason to spite nobody.
I wonder sometimes if you had every part, whatever car, and figured out and got every part before you started. Every little thing you could think of. You went super meticulous on it. Down to A and finish. Figured out how you were going to route the lines before you did it. Everything. And you said, okay, this is every part I need for this car to be as done as it's going to get right now. Because I don't buy into that they're never done. I don't buy into that myself.
I have to have it.
I think there has to be a point where you're just like, okay, I'm not doing no more of this car.
Well, when you sell the car is when it's technically done to me. I mean, that to me is like when you are
Maintenance and stuff is different.
When you are done with the car, you're basically ready to sell it because you're done driving.
No, see, now that's not how I feel.
Okay.
I really think there's a point with my Duster that I don't want to go any farther with it. If I want to go faster or anything at that point with a car, I would just build another car.
Fair
There's
point.
going to be a point where that Duster is done. And I'm not going to add any more to it. I'm not saying I'm not going to race it. I'm not going to drive it. I'm not going to do shit. But at one point, it's going to be, and then I'll go and perfect the next car, which I don't really have that much time in my life to do too many. So, but like, and the van, I think there's going to be a point where that's going to be,
Well, there will be an easy point with the van that it will just be.
well, I don't know. The van's going to take a little while to be done.
No, it's not. Fucking
No. To get to the point in my head, I'm still going to use it while I'm doing all this other
Did you
stuff.
see
But
those
there's a point.
Did you see those bucket chairs that we could have cut up at Home Depot?
Mm-mm.
They had those half-cut wood barrels, and you could cut them in half.
I don't know. There's so many people done that in vans. I don't like that.
All right, racing buckets.
No, I like the captain's chair. The whole thing on the van is going to be. I want this to be comfy.
Well, just get a fucking
A
couch from
super
Goodwill. You want to go to
comfy ride.
You want to go to the thrift store? Get
No,
that?
I want the
We can hide
captain's
them in.
chairs. I want the captain's chair.
I bet we get cat. We got captain's chairs right here.
I've got that one set that I need to get.
We could just go bolt these into your van.
What?
These. They
What?
swivel.
No. These aren't comfy. No, I'm talking about captain's chairs, armrest. I need to find out if the later model steering column will work because I want tilt on it. Van is the only thing I've ever needed tilt on.
You need a Tornado.
I would love to have like the telescoping. No, because the thing is with the van, when you're driving a van, in my mind, you have your elbows on the armrest and your hands on the wheel. But now that's a hard position to get into and still be able to get in and out of the van. You can't just make it permanently like that.
No.
So you got to have the tilt to move the wheel up to get in and out of the van. Then you tilt it back down to your comfy spot. That and sometimes vans are really fun to fucking put the wheel all the way up and be in big truck mode. Be like, yeah, that's fun too.
You could probably get an identical.
I might be able to.
No,
But I mean, there's so many of those vans that came out with tilt wheel.
yeah.
Most of them did. Any of them that was a goddamn booger in my nose.
You want a rack?
Ugh. I'll get it. Anyway, any of those that were like conversion vans, they all had tilt.
Use the fucking rag I just got.
I got it. Glad I got another pair of pants to wear tomorrow. Anyway, most of those vans, any of them that were conversion vans had tilt.
All right, so we're gonna go to a pick and pull.
Probably. They charge a lot for seats, though.
I could. Who cares?
I can find seats. And the thing is, I also. Get some purple and black fucking captain's chairs with crushed velvet, diamond stitched. Oh yeah, that'd be the shit.
Fuck yeah. By the way, I sent Jake pictures of your duster from No Name. He loves your duster.
Oh, okay.
Just in case you guys.
You need to tell him to come out to No Name.
Mike,
I mean, it's a long ride. You'd have to get some vacation time, but
I'm not sure if he'd be able to get it off though. He told me one of his goals is be able to cruise alongside us.
one of my goals is to bring something out here I could. I'm so fucking jealous. I'm so fucking jealous.
Brian, your fucking van is a set of tires away.
Well, yeah. The van would work, and you know that's what I'm going to be coming out here in.
Sweet Jesus.
If anything, just to park it here along the shop and run a fucking extension cord in here, and I don't have to pay $200 for fucking hotel room every time I come out.
Sweet
I can
Jesus,
sleep
we
out
could,
there.
we could fucking have your van done in a fucking hurry. I got fucking 4 15-inch steel wheels we could slap underneath that van.
I'm not that worried about it.
How about my fake center lines? They got 295/50s on.
Not yet.
I got those Eagle wheels.
Not yet.
They're 15
I
by
still
10
gotta
too.
buy. I gotta buy a gas tank,
I
a
don't give a shit.
radiator,
I don't give a shit.
fucking all the front brake shit.
You don't know you need a radiator.
I don't care. I want to put a radiator.
I don't give a shit.
I want that van to
That
be
van just needs
mechanically like a new fucking car.
that van just needs to fire up and motivate.
Because
right
I'm probably going to, because I hate my fucking truck so much. You know, I hated the blue truck too. The Dodge, that blue Dodge, remember I used to drive?
Yeah,
Hated that
the
thing
V6.
too. I was so happy when that thing went away. But I hate this one too. But no, I'm probably gonna daily that van for a while until I get another daily. But
Well, I'm just saying, like the van right now is some gas and a set of wheels and tires away from
just
tech.
for moving,
Yeah.
I don't think from drive. I don't think driving all the way to.
No, I'm just talking about making it to where you can actually move it around.
That is something. I got a little Walmart here in town, don't you?
Yeah.
I got a little Walmart. I gotta buy a gallon jug of their cheap fucking transmission fluid.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm gonna put some transmission fluid. I think that van. I bet it'll move on a flat tires, or at least it'll try.
I was gonna say so we could get it jacked up and maybe
Because that's the
offset
thing.
off
That
on it.
transmission, that might be why they were chunking the motherfucker. Transmission might be burnt up in it, and it's not that big a deal.
No,
Not in a van.
I have another one.
I've got one. I got one from you.
Well, maybe you got it.
I could just do it. Oh, you got big block transmission. Oh, I was gonna bring out a small block transmission. I'll do that in 2 weeks when I come out here again. We can actually know how this live shit works in 2 weeks and actually do a really cool live.
I
But
feel like we need to have everything facing that way though,
we could.
because then
But-
we can have this live casting that way.
Now, the van, just to get it runs. That was what the amazing thing to me was.
Well, Dan had told me it ran but didn't run what a shit. But the fact that it just literally,
It seemed like it didn't run worth a shit.
the fact that just a little bit of gas and that bitch fired right up as it did, that's like 300 or tornado levels. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Now
a
the thing is, like I said, the transmission may be burnt up, but that's not that big a deal.
I doubt it's fucking burned up. By the way, have we checked to see if it's probably got a gas crank. That'd be kind of cool if it was a forged crank.
Oh yeah, it would. Then I'd want to pull it out.
Doesn't William have a forged crank 400 or something?
Williams got the William
Crank
Forge
motor.
Crank 440
Motor.
motorhome engine, which is really cool. Which I'd like to find one. I think they're cool engines.
That's one of the 300. It's got better pistons in it. I know it's not low compression.
The thing is, though, when they made those low compression, they thought all the way up till 74, Chrysler was thinking to haul this big motorhome around, they put a forged crank in them and they put 6-pack rods in them with that low fucking compression.
Compression would have helped quite a
You
bit.
got to think though, that was probably a fucking motor. Those motors, say you put that forged crank, 6-pack rods, low compression in a regular daily driver fucking pickup truck, that motor would last forever.
It would. You want some parts to build
You
an
wouldn't
engine?
be able to throw a fucking rod in that motherfucker.
You want some parts?
I do want to build a truck though. I want to build a tin grill to sell. I'd like to get a couple cars just to build to sell.
I'd rather see you build your Dakota.
I don't want to fall in love. If I build a Dakota, I'll keep it. I got to
Yeah, that's
build
exactly.
something not to keep. I got to build something to make some money to pay for my other shit.
Ah, fuck it.
Because I actually have a lot of fun, which people don't fucking. I guess they don't fucking believe it. But I have a lot more fun working on shit than driving it.
Yeah, I really, and I mean, I bought my Tornado just to drive, but really, I ain't got to have as many vehicles as I do. I just like having a little bit of everything different.
That's why everybody gives me shit. Even my dad was giving me shit, kind of, about not racing the car at No Name. It's just not that big a deal to me.
Between you, me, and the fucking handful of people in here, I figured you probably had kind of what was going on with me. I was anxious and I was jittery and
Oh, for that fuck yeah. But no, I'd like to take the car and race it. But now my whole thing is, what if I go out there and I race it and I figure I don't like doing this?
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It could.
It's not gonna happen. Brian, I broke my 18 spline. I had every reason to be pissed off.
You were
furious.
fucking happy that I was like, oh man, you have no
Everybody.
idea. Everybody's like, bro.
Yeah, everybody was
I was
like,
like, oh my
infuriated.
god.
And
I was like, it's ruined his whole fucking weekend. He's never gonna want to fucking come back. And you were pushing the car back with a fucking smile on your face. I was like,
I was hysterical. I was
all right.
hysterical. I mean, I was honestly hysterical. I mean, I had people who tried to turn it into a nasty thing, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like,
It wasn't a bad thing.
it was kind of neat.
The thing is, you built a motor that would fucking do that.
No, Mark built that.
Still,
I spec'd all
you
the
helped put it
parts out.
together.
I spec'd all the parts.
That's what I'm saying. You still built that motor.
No, I paid Mark to build it, but I spec'd everything. Every single part, I bought it with my
Believe
own
me,
money.
if I could, when I do this new motor, if it's not that much more, and the guy at the machine shop wants to assemble it,
You want to go digging through my roller stuff up there?
no, I'm good for now. I think I'm gonna end up going hydraulic roller on this motor first, just because it's a hydraulic roller motor.
I was talking about for your future big block.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with a big block yet.
Nah, bullshit.
Satellite's probably gonna get a big block,
It better. Like, just.
but
you
it's
know,
probably gonna be a hydraulic roller too,
That's fine.
because it's not gonna be a.
It's fine.
That I keep going back and forth, and I really don't want that car to be a race car. Really, it all depends. You know what a lot of it depends on?
I don't
Is
think
how hard the title's going to be to get.
I don't think it needs to be a damn race car in any sense of it.
If it's really hard for me to get the title, then yeah, fuck it, I'll just make it a race car.
I guess
You know.
yeah. I don't know. I'd almost. I guess if it is a big pain in the ass, a huge pain, I can see that.
Because I don't necessarily want to drive it every day, just because it means so much, and the fact that I was able to get it back, and I don't want some fucking teenager in an SUV fucking T-boning me, and then I can never fucking replace it again.
It is better to have loved and lost than never loved at all.
No, it's actually better to have loved and lost than they got the car back.
But
Because I've been there. I've been there. I've loved and lost.
hey,
It's better to get the shit back.
well, hey, that's not the exact same Tornado I sold, but I'll take that one.
Ready? Just get another 71. And I would have had just as much fun in it. And then I find out, oh, Ryan got mine. Fuck.
Do you want me to maybe get in touch with Jesse? Maybe go look at that piece of shit he's got?
Oh, we might do that.
I can probably message him.
Depends on how much time we got tomorrow.
I mean, it might be one of those things where it'll be like, if you
I
want.
should have come out yesterday. I ended up getting here late anyway.
Dude,
spent the extra
stop
money.
beating yourself up. Fuck, don't make me seriously throw something at you. But no, we could, it's probably one of those things where you and I could shoot up there. I think our family thing starts more in the afternoon. As long as
Also depends on when I wake up.
No?
See, because I got to wake up kind of early Sunday because I got to drive to McPherson and then drive home.
Yeah.
Now, in 2 weeks, when I bring him back, I'll be going on Friday, driving to McPherson, then coming here, probably checking into the hotel. And if I could actually get up early and do shit, then I would be here the same time on Friday, and then have Saturday and a good chunk of Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to come out here more. I like hanging out here.
I'm glad it's kind of a
If
nice
I
compliment.
could just move out to this part of the fucking country, I would. But I don't think I'm going to make as much money.
That's a mighty fine compliment to me.
I wish you would just move to Missouri.
Man,
Your dad needs to retire. You guys just need to move. But you got such a good setup out here. I wouldn't want to leave this setup.
it'd have to be. I mean, it'd have to be better.
I'd have to win the lottery and be like, hey, look what I found you.
Tom, can I just live in your lodge? I hit him with the D5 proposal for the Castaldo car.
With the what?
With the Castaldo car running his D5 Hemi. I don't think it would take a whole lot of convincing, really.
Yeah, but that's the one that if you blow it up, it's like $1 million or some shit.
Well, he told me he wants $50,000 for the engine. But that's a Dick Landy built, 1,000 horsepower.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, and I understand the Hemi thing, and you may act like I don't like Hemis.
No,
I fucking love Hemis.
I never said that.
But I also like to drive shit until it fucking just blows the fuck up or breaks. I love that. That's one of the reasons I love having a fucking race car. I know if it'd be like if I was into 4-wheel drives. I really should be into 4-wheel drives because those guys go out expecting to break shit, and I'm just like, it's so much fun. But
pro stock.
You broke a lot of shit.
I have broke a lot of shit.
And to me, that's fun because it's like, oh, I get to work on it again. I can see how, well, especially with the funk that I've been in lately, it would have been like,
I've been in a hell of a funk like that. But that's where, like, you tackle projects with a piece at a time, like with Polaro. This shit ain't going to happen overnight.
Well, and that's the thing, like, everybody's like, well, why haven't you finished Jezebel yet? I'd be like, I completely understand why you haven't finished Jezebel yet. Because I know you have kind of been in a little bit of a, so it's good that you have all these other things that you could do just little shit to. Work on a little bit at a time. Because I wouldn't want you to work on Jezebel until you were just back into it, and that was just yes.
Yeah,
and had fun doing it.
Because like the satellite is completely fixed; it needs nothing. But I have no need or desire to drive it. I don't know why. I don't care, and I don't want that to be the same thing with Jezebel. I don't want to put that car back together in a funk and then just be like, okay, I can sit there.
Yeah, but you've done good, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. If you did fix it, that might bring you out of your funk.
No, I think the Polaris where my funk is, honestly, Brian.
I agree with you.
That's
That's why I hate that car.
There's just so many. There's just been, and not everybody knows it, but it's seriously that car's having so much.
I dislike that car.
But I want to finish it. I want to fix it. I want
I think you need fucking. I think that's a car.
that's the one thing in my owners and a lot of people. Hence why I just placed a $600 order with Brewers to replace basically everything. And I probably should have got a flywheel because my flywheels actually got cracks in it. It'd be fine.
It'd be fine.
It'd be fine. But anyways, I feel like that car just died. It's like Jezebel, even though the Polaris needs to actually have someone get drive again on its own.
I don't think that's what to be dead. Attention. And it's like, oh, you if you're gonna be doing this shit.
Well, yeah, I showed Jake the ripped up McLeod fly or pressure plate where it tore the pressure plate clean off the flywheel. Dual disc clutch, and now everybody's saying don't run dual disc clutch.
Yeah, but you're gonna run that car on the street, so I think a dual disc clutch will be fine.
I'm not changing the fucking clutch. There's too much money in that shit.
You're doing fucking. You're driving it. You're gonna have that car where you drive around, have fun with it. I know you don't like doing like, or I don't know for sure, but from what I've seen, you're not a big road trip guy. I would love to see Jezebel do the fucking drive from here like to my house.
Well, I did. I enjoyed road tripping out to Jesse's. That was a lot of fun. Me and Dad. Yeah, I'd totally do that more with Charger.
I'd like to do that. Would you do that with me once a year?
Maybe.
Because what I'm thinking about doing is like once I start
Brian, don't even worry about the fucking channel.
moving. Well, no, because this is something I want to do for the channel.
Okay.
Once my channel starts moving, especially once I get the van into a good running state and am satisfied with the way it runs and moves and drives and stops,
We could have that fixed tomorrow.
I want to, no, because it needs parts. I want to once a month, maybe once every 2 months, maybe just once a month in summer and spring. I used to when I worked on the houses when I did the house thing.
Yeah.
They said, okay, you can work it. We want to keep you in a 60-mile radius. There was a program where you could put a radius on the map and it would show you this is where you could go. Okay. I want to do a tank of gas radius. I'm going to figure out exactly how far a tank of gas will get me in that van. Worst case scenario.
Fair.
And because I know, like in my truck, in the Charger, just about everything, a tank of gas will get me here. To do this, that's to come out here and visit you is a tank of gas each way.
Your van needs an auxiliary fuel tank.
But what I want to do is be able to lay that map out, a tank of gas, once a month, figure out a spot, and just make a road trip to there and back in a day. And stop and see all the cool shit along the way. Even if it's fucking back road shit, which I'd want it to be back road shit. But, and then like take people with me, like my buddy Kevin. Like once a year you come up and we go do it. Have William come up once a year and we'll go do the fucking road. Boys, fucking Ryan come down and we just go do my fucking road trip for the year. It's a tank of gas fucking road trip. It should only take about a day. Wouldn't be spending the night in a hotel or nothing. I just think that would be a cool once a month fucking video. Because I'm starting to watch a lot of Freiberger stuff, and that's what he does a lot. And he goes and sees shit that's like between him and out in the desert and shit. And I think it's cool, but I think there's a lot of cool shit around me too.
Yeah, we could.
Oh yeah. Well, Tom's wouldn't even be a fucking tank of gas.
I was just thinking, just immediate thought is Tom's Field I've never been to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go check out his pro stock car.
And then like maybe say whenever this is something next year I want to do, and I think we need to plan. I want to plan something for next year other than No Name that we go do. To where you get to me and I'll handle it from there and get you back to me, and then you just got to get back here from me.
Mopar.
No.
Okay.
Mopar Nationals in Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is a big one I want to do because I get to see Rob. We did our tour of Jegs. We get to go to Mopar Nationals. We'll go to Summit and look at the fucking backroom deals. I would love to fucking
What's
do
that?
I would love to do that.
When is that?
When?
The fucking phone.
Either June.
Oh.
It's in the summer.
We already missed it then.
Oh yeah, we missed it this year, but I'm gonna try to save vacation for it. Like where I could tack a couple days onto the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Like Thursday and a Monday, to where we Saturday, Sunday, and then come back Monday. I think that'd be cool as shit. That would only take 2 vacation days for me.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Especially if I could get the van running and kind of cool by then, I wouldn't need to take the car. I'd take the van. If you're filming a video and you got like one or two people with you, you just pass the fucking camera around. It'd be like filming in a fucking RV where you get up and walk around while you're going down the road. The only guy who can't get up and walk around is the guy driving.
This has got cruise control set.
Yeah, then you can get up and there was, from what I understand, they had to fucking do that with those RVs. They had to put a disclaimer because some old dude fucking set the cruise control and went back and made him set a cup of coffee and fucking killed people.
Well, that's not a great thing.
No. Fucking get a fucking Tesla van. Tesla needs to make a boogie van. Self-driving.
Why? Just so they can make porn easier?
Oh man, that'd be awesome for making porn.
Except for the fucking poor limo driver who's sitting there. Imagine having that job in the porn industry. Like that fake taxi or whatever they call it.
Yeah, the bang bus.
Oh God.
That was old. That was old back in the day with the bang bus where they fake picked up a girl on the street. Yeah.
Yeah. Research purposes. We both wrote papers for college.
No, I didn't go to college. I watch a lot of porn.
Yeah, I didn't go to college.
That's what the internet's been for me forever. Video games and porn. Now video games and YouTube. You can come out in your Magnum. Yeah, I'm buying that off of you. The Tornado would be cool, but then we're gonna load up in the van and go do the road trip.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I wouldn't want to take the Tornado to the fucking Mopar National.
No.
300 would be cool.
300 would be cool.
If you wanted to have your own car there, but I just figured you wouldn't want to drive that much. We just all take the fucking van.
I don't need to be a superstar. I don't need to be.
I'm not worried about being a superstar. I would like my car to be seen.
I'd like that's why I shared photos of your car with Jake. I figured he'd dig it. He does.
That's one of the things I want to do, and it's going to be one of those where I don't fucking race it, but I want to fucking take it to that JJ the Boss thing. Just be like, go out there and we get a couple test passes. All right, I'll take a couple test passes on it. And be like, oh, it's broke. Oh, JJ the Boss come over and say, that car's fucking cool. I'll be like, I know.
Hang on, camera. Say again.
Oh, it'd have to be on camera. I got my one. I got to see how many fucking famous people I can get to say my car is cool.
So after JJ the Boss, who's next?
Mike Cotton.
All right.
I can do Mike Cotton before JJ. Well, no.
Okay. All right. Well, you already said. After Mike Cotton, who's next?
I don't know. It depends on who Mike Cotton leads me to. That's a fucked up thing. You can go to Mike Cotton's place and show up, and Finnegan's there. And they actually do shit.
People
Like us.
Like us? What are you talking about?
I think we have actually done more shit together not on camera than on camera.
Well, that's just because you never fucking film anything.
I know.
That's okay.
But no, I'd like Mike Cotton to see my car.
What if he doesn't like it?
I'll tell him to do it for the video.
Well, just tell him it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay to be wrong. I don't see how he wouldn't. Have you seen the shit that he's got?
Kind of.
That fucking pink fucking
The Mazda, not Mazda.
Murata.
Yeah, from Roadkill.
Yeah, he's got the pink Murata. He's got a fucking Chevy van that's fucking slammed. It's like an old bread truck that's slammed with an LS in it. He said he likes cartoon cars.
Oh, well, he fit in with this.
What is that?
That's the Challenger original Super Trick.
Oh,
One of them.
I like that. I need that.
Do you?
Yeah, but it's too expensive.
Well, they are the original.
Yeah, see, that's why. See, I don't know what's the backspacing on.
Uh, they're 15, I think, technically 13s.
Oh, well, that's too little anyway.
I don't know. It's more like a 15, 14.
Well, here's a tape measure. I tell you right now. Whoa! Why did my foot catch on that stool?
This stool's a dick.
Like a 15, 13 and a half. That's weird. No, it's a 15, 13.
I knew I should have got those other 15, 14s he had.
Well, those are fucking light.
Yeah,
You have, oh, you don't have it in here though.
what?
I'd like to see the comparison with the drag lights with no tire on it. What the weight difference is.
Oh, 15, 14s?
Well, just yeah, you got the 15.4. You got a set, don't you?
Yeah, with tires.
Oh, they got tires on them.
They do.
Ah, damn it.
Another two reason why we bought those. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these.
Yeah, what time is it getting to be? Fuck. I'm gonna do shit tomorrow.
Yeah, they would actually be.
I'll hang out for a little bit longer.
You can answer.
This is what I like doing though. Coming here, hanging out with you, just sitting in your shop, bullshitting.
Yeah.
I don't need to be working.
Well, I kind of just got this bad tendency.
Yeah, that's all right.
I've been really.
You got a lot of fucking carburetor gaskets.
I do.
You own a lot of those.
Well, I bought out Dan. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll never use them all. I got more kits up there that are like new old stock.
That's what I would think would be great fucking swap meet fodder.
The kits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about that. That's one of my thoughts I had if I went to Mopars in the park. Was I was literally just gonna bring stuff I literally don't want to come home with.
You know, that's what you ought to come up with if we do go to Mo Party next year.
What?
I don't know. I don't know if I'd even want to sell at the fucking swap meet. You'd have to have somebody there because you wouldn't want to stay in the fucking booth.
What?
They got a good sized swap meet at fucking Mo Party.
Oh, I know.
But you'd almost have to have somebody there that could sell your shit for you and doesn't give a shit.
That is true.
You'd hire somebody.
I have an Anna. I'm kind of curious if we could maybe get that same pass from Holly again.
I don't know.
We both did kind of flake.
Yeah, I know. That's what worries me is I flaked on them once.
Oh well. Well, if they say no, they say no. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. It'd be nice to do next year too, but I really want to go out of my way to go to the Mopar Nationals. It's one of the things I've heard about my whole life, you know.
Same.
And I know it's probably nowhere near as big as it was back in the 90s
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
or early 2000s, but it's still a fact you say, hey, yeah.
It still exists.
Yeah.
It's better to have gone than never at all.
And it would give me a chance. I would really like a chance to meet one of my other favorite YouTubers, but he is totally not a Mopar guy.
What is he?
He's a Chevy guy.
Who's that?
The old man from the Lance Garage.
Yeah.
He lives on the same street that the track is on. He lives a few miles down the road.
Well, fuck yeah.
And his son, his one son, I've actually talked to. It was funny. They were doing a live, and I hit him with a super chat, and he was like, "Wait, that name sounds familiar. I got one of your stickers on my toolbox, don't I?" And I was like, "Yeah, are you gonna be at Indy this year?" "Oh yeah, I'll go to Indy," because his girlfriend's dad is a Mopar guy.
Yeah.
And he goes to Indy with him every year. Mm-hmm. But I'd really like to talk to him, be like, "Hey, is there any way that I could just meet your dad?"
Yeah.
If I come up there, because I know he doesn't do that'll be one weekend he ain't racing because it's a Mopar event.
True. That would be pretty cool. I still really want to meet Jonathan in person. Jonathan W.
Who's that?
He does the steam engines, old.
Oh yeah.
Him and we hit it off on the phone.
I'd like to meet Birdsong in person.
Oh yeah. Chris is fucking awesome. I can't deny Chris.
He's one we definitely got to talk to about being a
Oui.
Definitely. If we can get him on a podcast. See, those things don't take much to clean up.
This side's gonna be a little more.
Yeah, but nobody sees that side.
It's true.
Fuck that side. Paint that side black. You sitting there saying you ain't got no white paint, but you got 4 or 5 cans of flat black. You could just paint the Tornado flat black.
I don't know. I kind of like the gloss white paint job.
I do too. Some cars look really good white, and that's one of them.
Well, I can't tell if it was originally a burgundy color or if it was like an off-white. Maybe some of the parts on it from a burgundy car. But it's fleet white right now, and I know it's not supposed to be fleet white.
Yeah, but fleet white's so easy.
I'm not saying I'm going to change it.
Fleet white is awesome because it's like the cheapest paint out there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of.
That's like if I got white trash from you, that's what it would end up being is fleet white.
Mm-hmm. It'd be simple.
It would save a lot of money.
You keep saying yes. You guys are going to have to come into like a whole big pile of dough?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. All right. I'm good with that.
I'll figure it out.
I got to stop finding cars you kind of like.
Well, that's going to be impossible. Because I think you've only got one car I wouldn't fucking own, and it's just because of other reasons.
Well, you want to own the fucking bastard version of it.
Yeah.
Which is still weird to me. I'll never understand it. You didn't ever like have any fucking resemblance towards Ford D's. But hey, things change.
It just sometimes you see a car enough, and then you get a vision in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've got a vision in my head of that white trash.
I had a vision too, but all of that vision went right to the 300. Minus the side pipes. I wasn't going to put side pipes on that car.
but we can't focus on everything.
I didn't want to repeat really in my lineup of cards.
Gonna have time. Or something. I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah, we'll shut the live down. I'll be leaving here in a little bit.
You all have a good night.
Oh. Whoa, who's that came in that I missed? Who are you?
Is she not?
No, Terrence Boyer. Oh, Tony. Tony was in here.
Oh.
All right. Well, yeah, we're out of here, guys. We might do another live tomorrow. This one was kind of a test. We'll get more into it. All right. Bye.